It is 40 years on, and I suppose people might like to know why 25 years after leaving the Leadership Trust, I became involved and decided I wanted to take it forward. Well, there are three very simple reasons. The first one is I actually knew the Leadership Trust when it was first started, because back in 1974, David Gilbert Smith was working at Bulmers, where Peter Pryor was. And Peter Pryor and David determined that leadership was very important, and they were combined together. Like two individuals, they decided that their way was better than the other way, and the Leadership Trust was formed in 1975. So I actually do know the history of it, plus having done 3 years there between 1988 and 1990, which was actually the first 3 years I did after I left the army. So I do believe in what the Leadership Trust can do and how it can enable people to develop. And there have been some great names who've come out on doing the 5.5-day Leadership in Management program that have actually succeeded. The second reason is I believe in people. And in Rob, I found someone who actually understood what he was trying to do. All the people who are around me in this rather strange organisation called Chelsea, which is nothing to do with the football club, if anybody wants to know that. It just happens to be the first initials of 6 companies that I am privileged enough to chair, and most of the people are here, and they're all very interesting people to do that actually they all believe very much in the value of training. Finally, I've always been in front of my time. I set up Fisheries Management Protection in Somalia in 1999. Funny old thing, piracy hit in 2005. Until that, nobody had taken it seriously. The fact that there was no piracy between 1999 and 2001, but no one was sensible enough to sponsor it, and you could have run Somalia for 10 million, and it is now costing the community something in the region of 15 to 20 billion a year to try and support the rebirth and stop terrorism in Somalia. People are a little bit behind the curve. But I would not have been able to do this, and that's not the purpose of our discussion here, I would not have been able to do this if the trustees hadn't been willing. So thank you to Henrietta, who I think had to bear the candle. She was very worried. Of course, trustees are worried about their responsibilities, and it's dead right. But I want to get the foundation actually generating significant own money through not just the development of the Leadership Trust training and development thing, but also through the grants for sports integrity, which there is 260 million available from the EU. Obviously, there are other strands I want to do, which is to take this worldwide. It should have gone worldwide. Chelsea offers that. We've got major offices in Dubai. We've got major offices in South America, 2 places that really need the trust side of it. And of course, I've got 8,000 people who are very interested, not all of them are in management positions, of actually being able to go and develop not only themselves, but other people on that program. I've had lots of guinea pigs, including Leah Claret, who's a psychologist who's been on the program, and her wonderful phrase was, "It is remarkable how much people learn when living in almost a permanent state of failure." Which I think is actually encapsulates what the Leadership Trust is about. Let's drink to the 40 years, and let's drink to the next 40 years.